What's up, people? Welcome to a different kind of video in which we're not going to open any cases, we're not going to open any capsules, but we'll be discussing about some skins. Now, you see, the thing is, I like to collect things. I collect things in real life, like Legos, coins, miniature trains, and I also collect items within this wonderful game called CS2. In this video, we're going to discuss the amount of profit or potential profit, because I haven't sold anything yet, that some skins manage to bring me over time. Have fun. As you can see, I do have a variety of skins going around. I got Deagles, I got M4s, I got Galils, I got Agents, I got Pins, you name it. I kinda have to rearrange the inventory a little bit later on, but as you can see, yeah, I like to keep them in a specific order. Now, the first skin that makes today's list is going to be this Scout. It's the Sea Calico. It comes from the Saint Mark collection, which is something super iconic. It came with Operation Shattered Web. Yeah, it's pretty scuffed for a factory new 0.03. However, this Scout costed me around 36 euros. And now, the same Scout would cost me 234. So that's about 200 bucks on top. The next skin that made it on the list based on its potential profit is the M4A1S skin, which in my opinion is a beautiful skin. Yeah, it's kinda recent. It came together with the Operation Broken Fang, and when I got this initially, it costed me around 109 euros. However, this thing today goes for 322. So again, that's another 200 bucks. There is another skin that got me around 227 euros in today's list. Do you know which one it is? No? Yes? You wanna guess? Well, it's the AK-47 fuel injector. It comes in factory new, and this AK, I got it when it was about 118 euros, which was what? Oof, September 2020. It was during the pandemic. And today, the same AK would cost you 345. Sometimes I decide to go on a solo queue because I have some bad tendencies. But whenever my teammates decide to check my profile, I get this question in-game. Man, why the f do you have so many AKs and what do you do with them? And my response to them is, yo, I collect skins, that's what I do. I've been doing this since 2015. Now, speaking of AKs, the next one that makes the list is going to be the AK Vulcan. In factory new, because back in 2014, 2015, 2016, I used to have a mini collection of minimal wear skins. However, as time progressed, I got a better job, so I decided, you know what, I can do a little upgrade, I can treat myself. So I got this AK, and I got it for 219 euros, let's say. And if I would have to sell it today I would be able to sell it for about 608 bucks. The next skin that made it to today's list is a skin that is very old. It's a skin that is from a collection that is a bit forgotten. And it's also a skin that you barely see on the server nowadays. You don't see it on Faceit, you don't see it on Premiere, you don't see it at all. It is the AK Jet Set. I mean, come on. Yeah, I like the leather, I like the stickers. I really think that this skin is underrated, and I believe it should deserve some more love. Yeah, you got the Vulcan, yeah, you got the Wild Lotus, yeah, you have the frontside Misty, which is way cheaper than this. But the Jet Set, I think in field tested or even in minimal wear, it does have an accessible price. Anyway, when I got the Jet Set, I got it at the end of 2020, and I got it for 217 euros. And today, that costs around 644 euros, which is about 420 something profit. In this clip, I'm going to show you something related to a question that sometimes I get from my friends or from some random players from matchmaking. Here we go. Începeți privat? privat unde e? So, the question is the following. But having so many skins around, aren't you afraid that if you get banned accidentally, which kinda happened, by the way, if you get banned accidentally, what are you going to do? Okay, in the first phase, I will appeal to the Steam support that I haven't done anything because I'm not stupid enough to play with cheats. I don't even know how to install them. I don't normally rage or do anything crazy. It's just that, okay, I open some cases, I collect skins, and that's kinda it. And in this scenario, yeah, I got community banned because I posted some links with regards to third-party websites for selling and buying. I realized what my mistake was, and eventually Steam support removed the ban and told me that, hey, listen, if you do this in the future, you're screwed. But so far, so good. That was a small break before we can proceed to the next skin that goes on our list, and that managed to get us some decent profit throughout time, which is the AK-47 Fire Serpent. I hate this skin. I hate it with a passion. If this skin wasn't a covert, because my personal idea, like what I currently want to do, what I want to achieve, is to collect all the coverts in game and maybe all the nostalgic skins. Now, the problem with this skin is the following. It's a covert, and it's also something very nostalgic. So this is why I have it in my inventory. However, trust me, from the bottom of my heart, if this skin wasn't a covert skin, I would not have it in my inventory. It just looks too bad. It's the default AK with the green serpent on it, and that's that. But this particular AK has a very good float. And when I got this AK, I got it from a different website a long time ago. And I got it for about 390 euros. And today, the same AK costs about 925 with the standard float. But if I try to search for something that has a similar float to mine, I could fetch another 100 euros in terms of overpay. I think that if I show you one more AK, you're going to go crazy on me. So, for the fourth place on today's list, I have for you a Karambit Marble Fade, which is not so bad. It is not a fire and ice, unfortunately, because it does have a little yellow tip going on. But in terms of float, I can say it's quite decent. In terms of collection probabilities, the thing is, once that I'm done with the covert collection, I want to start something with Marble Fades because it's another passion of mine. When I got this Karambit, I got it in 2020. I think 2020 was a great year for investing into CSGO's pixels. And I got it for 554 euros. And today I can say that it kind of doubled up in price. For the upcoming skin, you know. You already know based on what you see on the screen. You know it's an op. But now the question is, which one is the op? Well, let me give you a hint. It has a dragon on it. It is called the Dragon Lore. I know you might be surprised, as in, why is the Dragon Lore on the third position and not on the first? I got two more things that overtook the op Dragon Lore in terms of potential profit. And I'll also discuss about those things, and I'll also discuss about my approach to this video. With regards to this op, I got it again in 2020. No better year than 2020. And I got it for about 4,375 euros. I even bargained for it and I won the bargain. Or better said, it got accepted. And today, oof, it's the price of a brand new car. Before I started making this video, I was thinking about the approach that I would use for it. Should I use the profit, the amount of profit that the skin potentially brought me in, or should I use the times X, as in how much a skin increased its value over time? And the following skin meets both criteria. And that skin is the AK-47 Wild Lotus, which is a beautiful skin. I think this AK is the best. It goes beyond the Vulcan, it goes beyond the fuel injector. it definitely beats the Fire Serpent. This is the go-to skin. Unfortunately, I could only get this in minimal wear, because at that time when I got it, it was a bit too late for me to cover up the difference to get a factory new one. And if I want to do that now, the price difference is about 2,000, 3,000 euros, which is some cash that I'm not really willing to spend for an upgrade. Anyway, it looks very neat, it looks very clean, I don't see any scratches on it. Now, in terms of explanations, when I got this AK, I got it for 1.9k. But now, by seeing how much it actually increased in price, not only did it bring me a lot of potential profit, but it also went up in price, what? 4 times? Now you can start thinking, what skin would be on the top of the list? It wasn't the Fire Serpent, it wasn't the Dragon Lore, it wasn't the Wild Lotus. What can potentially be? What can potentially be much better than those 3? Allow me to introduce you to my little friend, which is called the Op Gungnir. Do I need to say anything about this skin? I think it just speaks for itself, based on the looks, based on the aspect, based on the engravings. And keep in mind that this skin got released 4.5 years ago, which is not that far in comparison with the Dragon Lore. It got released at the same time as the Wild Lotus, and both of these skins are on top of the Dragon Lore in terms of profit. When I got this thing, it was about 3,900 euros. And again, I managed to bargain 200 Chinese new yuans. But now, today, I could do the same thing that I can do with the Dragon Lore in a car show. I'll walk up to the guy, I'll tell him, listen, I'll give you this skin, I'll give you these pixels, you can give me that car, I think we can call it a day. What do you think? And that's that. So, yeah. The Gungnir at the moment for me is the most profitable skin throughout time. And this is, I think, one advantage as a collector, right? Because I don't sell these things, I do not trade items, I do not do any of these activities. It's just pixels that I keep for myself so I can play with them. And that's that. Before I wrap up, you kinda know how I operate, you know how I create these videos, right? If I make a top 10, you know, there's always going to be a bonus, you know, there's going to be an extra. So I decided to keep one more extra for today. Now, the problem is with this skin is that I could not backtrack it, because when I got this skin, I got it about what? When I got this skin, I got it way before the Dragon Lore, I got it way before the Gungnir, I got it way before the Wild Lotus, and the means that I got it through was a bit kind of funny, you know, and it's something that I cannot go back on the website and find that. Because when I got this OG, Akihabara accept minimal wear, I got it on a gambling website in a coin flip. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I got it somewhere in 2016 when this thing on the Steam market, it used to cost about 150 to 200 euros. Obviously on third-party websites it would be a bit cheaper, but that was the price back then. But this OG nowadays, I cannot really say that it brought me a lot of profit. But what I can say is that it went up in price 10 times more over the span of 8 years, which is something quite insane, right? Because nobody expected these pixels to reach the prices that they are at today. And there have been times in which it was even more. Like there were times in which a Dragon Lore or a Gungnir would cost about 12,000-13,000 euros. And this thing would also cost about 2,200, 2,300. So these things happen. Now it's kind of stable, and I don't see it ever reaching the same price as a Dragon Lore, and I don't see it reaching the same price as a Wild Lotus. But it's still a very old skin. It's still part of a collection that is partially forgotten. In conclusion, what can I say? Apart from the fact that I'm happy that I started the collection, and I'm happy with where I'm at today and with the current collection that is going on, And I hope that I manage to achieve the collection sometime in the future and complete the covered collection and get a few more nostalgic items. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you're going to have a wonderful day ahead. Have fun!